Hello friends, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe. Scene 1. A regular Monday morning. At Morris & Lane Global Inc., a towering corporate building in downtown Chicago, employees walked past the same janitor every day, Mr. Luis, late 50s gray uniform, quiet, always cleaning the glass doors and restrooms with a humble smile. No one really saw him. Until one Monday morning, everything changed. Scene 2. The boardroom breakdown. The company was in chaos. A high-profile client from Germany had flown in for a deal, but the interpreter was stuck at the airport due to bad weather, and the client refused to speak in English. The CEO, Daniel Morris, was panicking. A $14 million deal was on the line. As tension filled the boardroom, a voice from the hallway said softly, "Entschuldigung, kann ich helfen?" "Excuse me, may I help?" Everyone turned. It was Luis, the janitor. Scene 3. The room goes silent. At first, people laughed, thought he was joking. But Luis stepped in, nodded to the German client, and flawlessly translated the entire conversation. Tone perfect, culturally accurate, smooth as silk. The deal was signed within 20 minutes. Everyone in the room sat in stunned silence. The CEO stared at him. "Luis, what the hell was that?" Luis smiled shyly. "Just something I picked up over the years." Scene 4. Curiosity sparks. That same afternoon, Daniel called Luis into his office. "You speak fluent German?" Luis nodded. "Also French, Mandarin, Russian, Arabic, Swahili, and a few others." Daniel blinked. "You speak 9 languages?" Luis laughed lightly. 10, if you count Latin, though no one uses it much." Daniel leaned forward. "Why? Are you mopping floors?" Scene 5. The backstory. Luis shared his story. Once a linguistics professor in Venezuela, he fled the country after political unrest. His wife died during the journey. He landed in the U.S. undocumented, desperate to feed his daughter. "No one would hire me without papers or a degree they'd recognize. But the cleaning company didn't ask too many questions. He took whatever he could to survive." Scene 6. The CEO's silence, and then action. Daniel sat back, stunned, then said nothing, for 2 days. On the 3rd day, the entire office was called to the lobby. Media, reporters, cameras. Luis stood confused. Daniel walked on stage. "This man you've all walked past for years is the most brilliant person in this building." He turned to Luis, smiled, and handed him a badge. "Effective immediately, Luis is our new Director of Global Communications." Scene 7. Office reactions. The crowd erupted in applause. Some teared up. Others felt ashamed for never noticing him. From invisible to invaluable. Luis's daughter, now 16, ran up and hugged him on stage. He whispered, "We made it, mija." Scene 8. 1 year later. Under Luis's leadership, the company expanded to 12 new international markets, thanks to his language skills and cultural insights. He now mentors immigrant employees, runs a free weekend language class, and travels as the company's official diplomat. Final scene, a message on the wall. On the glass doors he once cleaned, a new gold plaque reads, "Talent is everywhere, if only we choose to look." And underneath, Luis Herrera, from Janitor to Global Director. Hey there, welcome to our channel. We believe that stories have the power to change the world. That's why we're on a mission to bring you the best videos that will inspire, entertain, and educate you. Before we continue, please take a moment to subscribe and click the bell icon to be notified of our latest uploads. Your support means everything to us, and we can't wait to share our stories with you. Now, back to the story. So, friends, what do you think of the story? Tell us in the comment section below. And don't forget to share your ideas for future stories. Your feedback is very important to us, and we can't wait to hear what you have to say. And now, it's time for the moral of the story. In today's story, we learned an important lesson. Never judge a person by their uniform. You see, we often make assumptions about people based on their appearance or social status. We might think that someone who works in a janitorial position does not have much education or life experience. But the truth is that everyone has something valuable to contribute to the world. The problem is that we often don't take the time to get to know people or appreciate their unique talents and abilities. In the story, Luis was an intelligent and multilingual man who had a lot to offer. However, because he was a janitor, people didn't take him seriously and they missed out on the opportunity to learn from him and benefit from his skills. They only saw his uniform and made assumptions about him without taking the time to get to know him. This is a mistake that we all make sometimes. We see someone wearing a certain uniform or working in a certain position, and we assume that we know everything about them. But the truth is that everyone is more than their uniform. Everyone has a unique set of skills and experiences that make them valuable. The story teaches us that we should never judge a person by their uniform or social status. Instead, we should get to know them and appreciate their unique talents and abilities. Who knows, we might learn so much from them and even discover hidden geniuses. One way to apply this moral to our everyday lives is to be open-minded and curious about the people around us. When we meet someone new, instead of making assumptions about them, we can ask questions and listen to their stories. We might be surprised by what we learn. For example, the next time you meet a janitor, don't just pass by. Take a moment to talk to them and ask them about their life experiences. They might have a lot to teach you. Another way to apply this moral is to challenge our own biases. We all have biases and stereotypes, but we need to be aware of them and challenge them when they arise. When we see someone in a certain uniform, we might automatically make assumptions about them, but we need to stop and think before we let our biases take over. Remember that everyone is more than their uniform and that they have valuable contributions to make. Finally, we can apply this moral by celebrating diversity and appreciating the uniqueness of each individual. In the story, Luis's diversity and unique experiences were what made him such a valuable asset to the company. His ability to communicate and connect with people from different cultures was essential to the company's success. So let's celebrate diversity and appreciate the unique talents and abilities that each person brings to the table. Friends, that's all for the day. We hope you enjoyed the story and the moral of the story. If you liked the video, please hit the like button and share it with your friends. And don't forget to subscribe and click the bell icon to stay updated on our latest videos. We would love to hear your thoughts on the story and the moral of the story, so please leave a comment below. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye.